Hello everyone, this is the Untitled Critic and I'm back with another game on Steam Deck, and today we're testing RimWorld. So this game has been on my watch list for a very long time now, and I finally decided to pick it up on Steam Deck. Luckily the game is Steam Deck verified, it runs extremely well on Steam Deck. As you can see here on Steam Deck OLED we're getting 90 frames per second mostly. The frame rate can drop a little bit here and there towards like 80s, maybe even 70s, but it's very like just for instances when we are like loading different regions, different menus, switching to the world map, but otherwise it runs extremely smooth. But honestly, for this kind of game I would just recommend locking it to 60 frames per second because again, it's a management simulator. You're not really doing like fast action. You're mostly issuing orders to your characters, and then you're watching them execute these orders. Also, this game is has a native Linux version, so this is a version running on Steam Deck, and it can run for a really long time. Like on a full charge on a Steam Deck OLED, we're getting like plus 7 hours, which is incredible. This is with a 60 frame per second clock. I would imagine it would even be longer if we drop even the frame rate even lower. But I prefer to play it on 60 frames per second, and it gives me just plenty of time. Another thing, this is the first game I noticed that actually shows the Steam Deck controls. Like it literally it shows you a Steam Deck when explaining the controls, which is really cool. So the developers clearly cared to make sure that the game runs really well, and that it's fully optimized for the Steam Deck, like the controls, the buttons, because this is a very complex game. Sorry, I'm doing some stuff now. Yeah, my base was being attacked by some crazy animals. Okay, are we done here? I think there was one more. Okay, maybe we can wait a little bit. Or, okay. Okay, we're good here. All right, so first of all, I wanted to also give you guys a look about on how the game controls, because this is a PC game with lots of, which relies a lot on like mouse and keyboard. Luckily, it runs really well with Steam Deck buttons, and now I will show you. So you can zoom in, zoom out using the R1 and L2. You can move the camera either using the D-pad or using the left analog stick. As for the cursor, you can move it using the right touchpad or using the right analog stick. Meanwhile, the left touchpad shows you guys the quick action buttons, which honestly I'm not really using. Although it seems very intuitive, very easy to use, but so far I got used to using the just regular buttons for the Steam Deck. You can also pause action, like pause time and resume time using the Y button. And the back buttons on Steam Deck, the R1 and the R4 and L4 can actually speed up time. As you can see here, things move much faster, and then you can just make them move to like regular pacing. Really cool. Here on the right side, the game shows you like different notifications of what's going on. Luckily, also the text is quite big. It's easy to read because there's a lot of reading happening in this game. And finally, when you want to like enter this down menu, like these different menus, you can just hover over it, or you can press the X button to bring up pretty much the most important menu here, which you use to build stuff, issue orders, or assign zones. So for example, we go to structure, we want to build a wall, steel wall, and then you can easily just build here. For example, we can do like this. Really cool. So I have here one prisoner who I haven't really been feeding, and I'm afraid she will go crazy on me. So, but I think. Okay. The game also is famous or maybe infamous for doing something about like human. Like you can harvest human organs and sell them, and do all sorts of awful stuff. Yeah. One of my ouch. Yep. So one of my pawns is actually very sick, and I need to take care of them. Okay, so I'm bringing him to the bed here. Yeah, the game can be sometimes get a bit overwhelming with with so many things happening, so many notifications popping, on the side of the screen. Luckily, it does have like a tutorial section, and it also has this option to. Sorry, just adjusting the camera. Yeah, it also has the option to just like pause the action, take a breath, and check what's going on in your colony. You can also like assign like priorities, like different priority for your pawns for what to do. Okay, that's not good. So my pawn is actually in a very bad shape. The guy right here. Cross hill. Yep. Okay. Hopefully he will make it. Again, the game is so complex. Like you can go here and see how's their health. If they have health complications in different parts of their bodies, you can go to their social and see how they have been interacting. How they have been interacting with the other people at your colony, and even like check what they've been talking about, what they are joking about, or are they in a romantic relationship or not. Like really a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. You can go into their logs and see what's going on, and what's have been going on in their lives, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, guys, this is RimWorld. I'm still very early in the game, just like 8 hours, 8.5 hours. So I'm still trying to get the hang of it, still learning, doing a bunch of reading about the game to learn about all its complex systems and stuff. But yeah, if you are looking for a game where you can invest a lot of time and dive into some really complex mechanics, and this game is probably right there in, that you should really consider. But yeah, hopefully once I can get like enough time logged into the game, like I think if I'm going to review this game, then I want to have like at least 100 hour to fully understand the game and to have fully experience different scenarios and different stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions about RimWorld or in general, or for any other games that you want to see me testing, then please let me know. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.